Did you know that despite making up 50% of sellers, women hold just 30% of the sales leadership roles? It's not a pipeline problem. That's a promotion problem. Welcome to the Women in Sales Leadership podcast, where we make the new rules of success for high-performing women in sales. And I'm your host, Amy Evans, sales leader turned executive coach. After 25 years in the trenches at Salesforce, EDP, and startups, I now help ambitious sales managers step into second-line leadership roles. If you are ready to lead with authority, earn what you're worth, and make a bigger impact, you are in the right place. Click follow so the next episode will be waiting for you. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Women in Sales Leadership podcast. I'm Amy Evans, and I'm so glad you're here today. Thank you for listening. So, it's January 1, if you're listening to this episode the day that it goes live, January 1, 2026. So it's the time of year when everybody's talking about New Year's resolutions and setting their goals for the year. And maybe it's the word of the year, and maybe it's a vision board. And if you're anything like me, you are just so freaking tired, and you might be rolling your eyes at some of this stuff. And then you also are likely feeling like it is a fresh start. It is a fresh year. It's a fresh calendar year, a chance to begin again. Such beauty in beginning again all the time, as no matter where you are, if you're a sales leader, an individual contributor, a CEO, a founder like me, every year is a chance to have a fresh start again. So what I'm going to take you through is something that has been working for me. I started this a couple years ago, and before I started this process, it was awful. Every year, I just didn't do it. I didn't really set goals. I didn't. So this is why you want to stick around for the end of this conversation, because at the end of this, I'm going to walk you through what I do and what I did a couple years ago and how it's changed me. And it's so easy. You can absolutely do it. I'm going to give you a chance to do it here in this conversation. Because let's face it, if you don't do it right now, it ain't happening. And if you're listening to this while you're in the car, then you're going to have to save this episode and come back and either, pull over, or when you get where you're going, take 15 minutes and do this thing, because the payoff is going to be clarity. And clarity is everything when it comes to getting what you want for yourself in your life. So at the end of this conversation, you're going to have clarity on what you want to accomplish this year, and not because it's what everybody thinks you should do or what you think you should want, but what you actually do want for yourself. And I'm going to give you this framework that is easy. You can do it on your phone. You can do it in a voice notes app. Like I've learned about myself the past few years, and this makes perfect sense because I have a podcast. I'm a verbal processor. And so what works for me is I like to take voice notes on my voice memo app on my phone, and then take that transcript. And if I want to turn that voice note into a document or something, I throw it over into my friendly AI, tool of choice, and have it take that transcript and turn it into something for me. It makes this process something, if you want to do it that way, it makes it something that can take you like 10 or 15 minutes. So I'm going to walk you through what this is, and what you will walk away with as a result is clarity about what your year is about, clarity about the goals that you have for the important areas of your life. And then I'm also going to push you to do something that will make your work feel lighter. It will make your life feel lighter because you're going to prioritize scheduling the most important thing. and I'll walk you through what that is. And it's never ever too late to do that. So I know how you are. You're coming off the holidays. You've been running hard in your business all year long. And if you're anything like me, I'm flipping tired by the time this time of year rolls around. But I'm also energized with that possibility. So the thing that's critical to do is to not skip this step and take this time to truly set these goals, because when you have this clarity for yourself, it is amazing what begins to unfold. When you make this kind of declaration for you, the how starts to fall into place because you know the what. Like, what do you want? And most importantly, why? Why do you want it? Because if you don't have a why that's inspiring enough, that it's just not going to matter. So this is what we're going to do. So grab, if you are listening to this and you are in a place where you can like sit down and take some notes, like scribble down some notes. If you want to listen to the podcast and like pause the things while I go through it with you and you do your voice notes version or write down or whatever your method is for taking notes for yourself. This is an interactive podcast today. And that's how you'll get the most value out of it. Maybe you listen to it once and then you come back and listen to it again when you can sit down and do it. It can be powerful just to get your brain working, but the part that will really make the most impact for you is actually doing the work of writing it down or voice noting it down and then, getting it in a place where you can look back at it. Because I'm like touching off screen. I have this book that has these goals and the format that I use now. And it's totally borrowed off of this amazing planner that I bought that I'll just be straight with you. I only used the first 3 pages of the planner because they were so great about goal setting and that's what I wanted. So I'm going to give you the good stuff. So let's get yourself ready and buckle in. Okay. So this is the part where we're going to get started right now. So today, this is where we're going to go through these 8 key areas of your life. And for each one, you're going to identify your single biggest goal, just one for the year, and then the why you want it. And this is where the magic really happens. And the way to get access to why you really want it is to consider, if you don't know why, or you're struggling to come up with why, like ask yourself, what will having this give me? And how will I feel when I get this or achieve this goal? Okay. So there are multiple categories, ones that you would expect. Okay. And give yourself a time frame. Like, do not make this perfect. There's no perfect. Go with the first thing that comes to your mind. And don't worry about how it's going to get done. Don't worry about if the goal is right or if it's wrong or if it's too much or too little. Like, let go of the self-judgment and just go with your heart here, because whatever's in your heart is going to be the answer that's best for you. Okay, let's get started. We're ready to rumble? Okay. Notes app. If you're going to use a notes app, write it down. Again, one goal. And this is like 90 seconds to do this. So I'll walk you through it. And then if you want to pause this podcast and like take a minute and do it, go ahead and do it. This is like a free training episode right here on this episode. I would normally do something like this with my clients. So my gift to you for New Year's is this goal setting. So number 1, health and fitness. Ooh, health and fitness. And this isn't about having some kind of freaking Instagram body that isn't appropriate to your age. Okay. It's about energy. It's about showing up for yourself. And it's about creating health and vitality for you. And these are the questions that can help you get there. So what's your single biggest health goal? What's your single biggest health goal? And the goal could be something like getting started. Some of you are runners. I run a little bit. I don't run as much as I used to. I love a good 10K or a 5K. Running could be on your list. If running's not your jam, maybe it's starting some strength training twice a week. Starting to address some kind of chronic pain issue that you have. Frozen shoulder, anybody? Come on, if you know, you know. Prioritizing sleep. It's not always going to be about your physical body. Your health is all of you, all of you. So take those into considerations. 90 seconds. What's your biggest health goal this year? And why? Why is this important to you? Is it the energy to show up for your kids? Is it to feel confident and beautiful in your body? Like, this is my body. I love my body. I'm proud of my body. My body does a lot of hard work for me all day, every day. And feeling that way can be so empowering. Another reason that could be a why is it proving that you can follow through for yourself, that you follow through when it's for you and only you, and that you have this physical strength that really matches your mental strength, right? These could be potential whys. I'm just throwing out some ideas here. Okay. 90 seconds. If you want to pause, come back. We'll get to number 2. If you're ready to listen to number 2, we'll go right through it. So we covered health. Let's go into number 2 goal, business and career. Now, again, you may need three or more minutes for this. Keep this high level. This is, of course, where you are spending most of your waking hours. For so many of you, it can be about what's next for you in your career. Where are you going next? Where do you want to be going next? Moving up or moving out into a different company, a different industry, expanding your business, growing your business. So the questions that you can think about that can help you get access to this single biggest career goal for 2026 is, do you want to get promoted? Are you wanting to land a new role? Do you want to launch your business? Do you want to see if your side hustle can really be your full-time thing? Or for those of you who are already founders and CEOs, how do you expand yourself? Are you trying to build something, your own business or a consulting practice? These are prompts. Okay. And then the why here is so critical because it will give you the strength to show up and do it every day when you don't feel like doing it. Because let's face it, you're not going to feel like doing it every single day. Nobody does. And the why is what forces you to say, you know what? I'm doing this because I'm committed to it, because the why matters. And the why is different, and there's no wrong why. Is it the money? Is it the title? Is it the impact? Is it proving something to yourself? Is it rising into the full capabilities of you as a leader and a badass, right? Is it getting access to this strategic level that you know you want to be operating at? Maybe it's finally being compensated fairly for the value that you bring. So this is something that just, again, let yourself take off the rules, take off the constraints, take off the yeah buts and the reasons why not, and be straight with yourself. If you fast forward to next year, January 1, 2027, and you looked back on your career and the one thing that you would have accomplished this year in your career, what would it be and why? Okay. All right. Okay. So we've got career. Then if you want to pause and think about that, you go pause. I'm going to keep on cooking. Number 3, relationships, family and friends. Oh man, this was something I really sucked at for so many years. I was so wrapped up in my job. I was so just focused on doing the work that I let my relationships with my family and my friends languish. I really did. And I'm close. I love my family. I have a crazy family. Like every family's crazy. I love these people and I want to talk to them. They give me energy. They give me love and support. So I'm super fortunate for that. But it used to be that they would call me and I wouldn't even call them back. Like for, I don't know, 5 days, a week, 2 weeks. I'm not kidding. Horrible. I made a choice to change that in my life. And I wrote down here in my book, on this family and friends, that I wanted to visit my family. I'm fortunate they all live close proximity to each other. To visit my family and friends, like between 3 and 4 times, or my family, just straight up my family, visit them between 3 or 4 times every year. I think I visit them 5. I started to get real about how much time was left with my family and how many more years my mom was going to be alive. My mom is 75. And I thought, okay, if I only see her, once a year at Christmas or Thanksgiving, and she only lives for, I might get emotional. She only lives for another, if I'm lucky, she lives another 10 years. That means I'd only get to see my mom 10 more times. For me, 10 times wasn't enough. Anyway, this is my example. Yours is different. Yours is yours. So family and friends. So this area is the number one area that we sacrifice. And it's the thing that can give you so much energy and support. So what's your number one goal this year for this area of your life, your family and friends? Do you want to be more present with your kids, with your siblings, with your parents, if they're still a part of your life and you want them in your life? Do you want to reconnect with some of the friends that you've lost touch with? Or is there somebody in your life, and I had this, there was someone in your life who's an acquaintance who's kind of like floating around the edge of your life, who you haven't really let into your life yet, but you have this this person, you feel a gravitational pull toward this person and you want to know them and you want to understand them and you feel like there could be a really cool, amazing connection there? Or does it look like something else? Does it look like setting boundaries with some people that are draining you in your life, right? Does that happen? Hey, quick break for a second. If you are a sales leader who is ready for your next step up, and I'm talking about leading other sales leaders, becoming a director, a VP, even a CRO, then this is for you. I'm hosting a free workshop. You can grab your spot at amyevanscoaching.com. This is for sales leaders who are in tech and are wanting to land jobs where you can earn anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million a year. And again, you can grab your spot at amyevanscoaching.com. Okay, back to the show. Are you interested in creating meaningful memories? Okay, so you get 90 seconds to write down what you want to do for your biggest goal in 2026 for family and friends and why, right? Why? Then we get to number 4, which is relationships and romance. I want to have a relationship. I'm just going to be honest. I'm still single. I'm single. But oh man, anyway, I'll talk to, so I come from the I'm single angle. So your relationships and romance, what would you like to do here? And let me tell you, better not be nothing. I hope it's not nothing. Although, look, I'm not going to judge you if you've just decided hey, I don't want to have a romantic relationship. It's not good. It's not going to work for me right now. And if that's what's best for you, then only you know that. So here are the things that I would ask you to consider for your goal setting for 2026 in relationships and romantic relationships. For goals, do you want to start having regular actual date nights with your partner? Is it time to go get therapy for yourself or for you and your partner? Are you ready to start opening yourself up to truly dating and really taking off the shield and opening up your heart and creating the possibility of finding that amazing, wonderful, powerful, loving friendship? This is what I want, right? Are you open that romantic, the passion, this feeling of home, the trust, the joy, the companionship, right? All of that stuff are you ready to open yourself up there and start taking a risk and seeing what's possible and exploring it? Or is it time for you to have that really hard conversation that you've been avoiding? Okay. And why? Answer the why. Why does a thriving romantic relationship feel? What does that feel like for you? And why do you want it? What does it mean to you to feel seen, desired, and chosen? And what would change in your life? What would change in your life if you had the kind of partnership that you wanted, the kind of relationship that you wanted? Take a minute and go explore that. Your goal for 2026 and your why. Finance. Number 5. Oh boy, money. We have to talk about money because it doesn't make the world go round, but it sure does help, right? So these are some of the questions about your goals for 2026. What are your financial goals? Is it finally time to go meet with a financial planner? Could be. Are you going to max out your 401k? Is there debt that you're going to make major progress on this year? Are you trying to hit a specific target for your income? Or is it time to make an investment for yourself in coaching, in a community, in education, in a mastermind? What are some of the financial goals? And the why behind that, really, our behaviors around money are so much ingrained from the things that we learned when we were kids, but the why can get to the why is it security? Is it freedom? Is it the ability to help others? Is it proving to yourself that you can earn money at that level and have that kind of financial attainment? And what does financial stability really actually give you? Number 6 is personal development, growth, baby, growth. 90 seconds here. So if you want to pause before I go to personal development, here's your chance to pause and come back. We're going to go to personal development. This is your other goal area. So we are growing every single second of the day. Your body is shedding, and millions of cells will have died during this podcast. It's kind of gross. They would have died and then your body is rebuilding. We are born to grow. We are born to evolve. And so you have an opportunity this year to focus on who you're becoming. And this isn't about you being broken, because you're absolutely perfect the way you are. There's nothing broken with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's about expanding. It's about expanding the things that you're interested in, the things that light you up, the things that you know you want to learn more or get better at, or skills, right? So these are questions that can help you get a goal defined for personal development. Okay. Examples. These are just examples just to kind of get your brain going. So do you want to develop a stronger executive presence? Do you want to become a better communicator, a better public speaker? Do you want to find a way to better manage your stress and anxiety? Is it time to start working with a coach or a therapist for yourself? Well, there's so many great therapists out there, so many great coaches out there. And I can make recommendations if you want to reach out. I have lots of great coaches. I happen to be a coach too, of course. The why part. Oh, why? Why does this matter to you? Who will you become? What do you want to become when you achieve this personal development goal that you have for yourself for this year? And how will your life be different? How will it be improved? How will it be lighter? How will it be more vital? Have you more vitality, more peace, more joy, more playfulness, whatever you're after, and what becomes possible for you when you develop this skill or this capacity. Okay, number 7. Oh man, this is the part I have to get so much help in. Before we move to number 7 though, pause, do the work, please. And if you're just listening to this, come back to this show, please. Do yourself a favor. This is so critical, and what will make a difference for you this year is to get your goals down. Okay, 7, fun and recreation. It sounds like Parks and Recreation. Number 7, fun and recreation. So this is an area that I am not great at. I am just going to own it fully. Like I'm not good at it. I've had to work really hard on this the past couple of years. So these are the questions, like, what are you doing just for fun? Fun for you. Are you going to take a luxury trip to someplace that you love and want to go? Do you want to learn how to do something? Like, I don't know, play the piano, tap dance. Like, I've been doing this crazy dance class at Rebel 3. If you know that company, like, look it up. There could be one in your neighborhood. It's super cool. Join a book group, a running group, saying yes to just random spontaneous plans with your friends. I'm about to go to a holiday lunch after this with a friend that just reached out to me this morning and said, let's go grab lunch. I said, perfect. I'm here for it. Right? And why? Why do you want to have this more fun in your life? How will it make you feel? What do you want it to do for you? Like, to relieve some of that weight that we carry around, get some lightness, get some playfulness. And what version of you shows up? Do you want that to show up to allow you to prioritize having fun? Lastly, we're getting down to the last 2. And the last one here, or number 8, not last. So if you're ready to pause and write down what you want to do for your goal, your 2026 goal for, what did I just talk about? Fun and recreation. How could I forget? So if you want to write that down, go do that. And then we're moving to number 8. Okay. So if you're ready for number 8, let's go. We are so close to being done here. And let's get into it. Number 8 for the goal setting area for this year is spiritual. For so long, I neglected this part of my life. And this looks different for you than it looks like for me. And it's all about a connection to something that fuels you, to something that's bigger than yourself. Maybe it's religious. Maybe it's nature. Maybe it's community for you. And so to get access to what your 2026 goals are for this area of spirituality or spiritual goals that you have for this year are, maybe it's time to start a meditation practice. Maybe you decide, if you're a person who likes church or temple, it's time to go back there. Time to spend more time in nature, or finding a community that is aligned with your inner beliefs of your spiritual direction, and just creating space for stillness, to unplug from all of the devices, all of the noise, all of the constant bombardment of things that are coming at you, and to just be. The why questions that can help you get into, like, whatever goal you have for your spirituality for 2026, and the why The why is this important to you? So what connection could having a bigger connection to something bigger give you? How would it make you feel more grounded? And then what does peace really look like for you? Peace. What does peace, not world peace, your peace, what does that look like for you? So the next component, the ninth part that I'm going to give you access to, this is the number one thing that I really implore you to do before you hit Monday, before you get into week 2 or finish up January. Plan the fun stuff. Plan your vacations for this year. Whatever time you're going to get away, get it on your calendar. Get it out. Get out the school calendars. Bump it up against whatever the work calendars are. Put it on there. Prioritize that. And I really, really encourage you to give yourself and empower yourself to say, you know what? There has to be a getaway at least once a quarter and ideally once a month. You're doing something for you, whatever that looks like. Time with friends, spa, solo overnight in a cabin in the woods or at the beach or wherever you like to go be that. Give yourself permission to prioritize this getting away time. You get it on your calendar now. The year is not going to get away from you, and it will happen. Without this scheduled rest, you know what happens already. It's that game of burnout. It's that game of feeling angry and resentful. It's crankiness. I get cranky if I don't get away. You start to lose your edge, the creativity, and you really aren't operating at the level that you want to be in right now. So grab your calendar, plan the fun stuff, plan the vacations, look at what is really going to fill you up, give you energy, re-energize you. If you just listened to this and you didn't go through the actions, don't worry about it. You got some of it in your brain. If you really want to do yourself, your future self a favor, save this episode, come back to it, listen to it, pause, go through the exercises of writing these goals down for yourself, and you will be ahead of so many people. But most importantly, you're committing to you and what you want for yourself and your life and building a life that you love. Happy New Year. It is your year this year. Thank you so much for listening. I'm so grateful for you being a part of this community. Go be the leader that you know you are today. Happy New Year. Hey there. Thank you so much for joining today. I know you're a super generous person, and a gift that you could give to someone you know, a friend, a colleague that you think would enjoy today's episode would be to send them a text, share a link to this episode with them. I do produce this show myself, and every time you share it, it helps the podcast grow and it supports the work that I do here. Also, if you happen to be a sales leader who is ready to take your next step up into a leader of leaders role, whether it's via promotion or you're ready to go get that new job at a new company, I'm talking about director roles, VP roles, even CRO roles in B2B tech, where you can earn $500,000 to $1 million or more. The workshop I'm giving is an hour-long workshop. It's totally free. You'll learn the process that I teach my clients on how to effectively position themselves, effectively network, and own their executive presence so they can land the job and get hired and promoted into these big sales leadership roles in B2B tech. If this sounds like you, come grab your spot. It's waiting for you at my website, amyevanscoaching.com, where you can unlock what's next for you.